Alıyoruz, tamam mı? Bu akşam amacı İşçi Partisi'nin 22 Mayıs'ta yerel seçimlere destek gecesi. Burada gördüğünüz gibi milletvekilleri, belediye meclis üyeleri, adaylar hepsi burada. Geceye katkı koymak için hepsi bir arada. Güzel bir gece oldu. İnşallah seçimleri de böyle bir güzel şekilde geçirerek.
İsmim Nesime Erbil. Edmonton bölgesinde Enfield Belediye Meclis üyesi adayım. Önümüzdeki Mayıs'taki seçimlerde bölgemizdeki çalışmalara katkı olsun diye bugün burada bir işçi partisiyle ilgili bir yemek düzenledik. Bu yemekte gelen gelirler bizim bu çalışmalarımızda kullanılacaktır. Tüm yemeğe katılan arkadaşlara teşekkür ediyoruz.
Merhabalar, ismim Güney Doğan'dır. İşçi Partisi'nin Edmonton bölgesinde gençlik başkanıyım. Bugün partimizden destek gecesi hazırladık. İşte toplumumuzun yardım etme amacıyla. Bugün çok kalabalık, çok iyi, çok mutluyuz. Ben kendim de Edmonton bölgesinden adayım. Çok iyi çalışmalarımız var. Tüm belediyede toplumumuza en iyi yolda yardım etmeye çalışacağız. Teşekkür ederim.
Can I say first of all how much I appreciate all of the community coming here tonight for this special event, bringing together the Turkish community with the Labour Party, and it shows the very strong and friendly relations that exist between the two of us, and we hope that to strengthen them more so as we go into the election period. And we have many candidates from both the Kurdish and the Turkish communities, and we think that they are a bridge to help the Labour Party to understand the needs of the Turkish and Kurdish communities. And working together, we hope that many in the Turkish community will think seriously on election day on May the 23rd about voting for the best party for them and for good relations here in Enfield between the Labour Party and the Turkish community. We will have the raffle in a moment, as you can see. Marvellous prizes, Chivas Regal, Remy Martin. We've got alcohol galore, and it all has to be won tonight, and that's a great pleasure that Ali Bakia has donated the prizes for the raffle tonight. I'd like to thank him, but thank him mainly because he's one of our Turkish candidates. He's already a councillor, he's one of our Turkish candidates in the forthcoming elections. So let me just say a few things before I draw the raffle. And the first thing I want to say is a heartfelt thank you to everyone in the Turkish and Kurdish community. Not only that have come here tonight, and there's a lot of people have come and have had to leave, but all of the community. Because in my time as the Member of Parliament, it's been a great privilege and indeed a great pleasure as well to represent the community because of the warmth that comes from the community. Because they look to me as their representative, and I appreciate that, and try to represent their staff and all that they've done to make tonight a memorable evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like to also thank Nesime Erbil, Güney Doğan, and Ahmed Karahasan. Those are the three who have organised tonight's event, and you all know that because you will, one or other of them will have been on the phone to you and urging you to come tonight. So I want to thank them for organising it. But I particularly want to thank them for two other reasons. One, all three are standing for Enfield Council in May, and Güney here is the youngest candidate in the field. So they're getting younger by the day, and they're getting more committed. And I have to say that when they first selected the candidates, everybody said, what will they be? Will they be good candidates? Will they be? You ask that of everyone. Will they be good candidates? Well, we have three of the very best. They work like Trojans. They really do know how to put the work in. And I have absolutely no doubt they're going to be great councillors along with Ali Fakir. I'd like also to thank all of the different parts of the community for coming here together, but perhaps a special mention to the business community. If you go up and down my constituency, that's 4th Street and Hartford Road, you will see the impact that Turkish businesses have had, from supermarkets to restaurants to banqueting suites to clubs and other activities. It's all represented there. They're doing a fantastic job in expressing confidence in the community here, and I hope that they're all being successful in return. But I'd like to particularly mention the double glazing business. I hadn't known them before I went to visit. They're incredibly successful. They know that they need to be closer to the community. We welcome you here tonight, and we want to work together to make your business more successful, so that you can employ more people here in North London, and so that everyone can rise with better profits and better living standards for your employees. So thank you for coming tonight, and we appreciate your commitment, and we want to return it. I'd also like to mention Dr. Ali Demabag, who's been a long associate of Edmonton. We're still trying to arrange for his health centre development. We've certainly not given up hope. We're going to try even harder in 2014 to make this a reality. It's because it will help Dr. Demabag or his backers, but because it will be good for the community. People in this part of my constituency will at last have good health service facilities. They haven't had up until now, and this opportunity is one that can't be missed if we're going to do the right thing by the Edmonton people. The last thing I want to say to you is I've grown closer over the years. I've been representing this constituency for quite a long time. It was a very different place when I first arrived here. One of the very positive developments is the diversity that now exists here. As you will know, the Kurdish and Turkish, if I can call it broadly, the Turkish-speaking community is by far the largest. It's the one that I'm closest to. It's the one that I need to be close to, not only for the benefit of me, but for hopefully the benefit for the Turkish and Kurdish community. This is just a small example of that. I want to build on this, and build on previous initiatives, and I hope that working together, not only will we do well in May and the local and European elections, but we'll go on to have a much closer link. You're going to have a lot of councillors from your community after May. That will happen regardless of the result, because some of them are, as I say, working very hard and are standing in strongly Labour areas. So that will give you a link to the council. We need a link to Parliament. And I have no doubt that in the next 5 to 10 years, we will see members of your community representing your community and others in Parliament. That has to be the goal, that has to be the objective of what we are doing, and I want to work together to make sure that happens. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart very much for coming here tonight. It doesn't often show, but I do appreciate it strongly, and I recognise my obligation to your community to work harder on your behalf, building a strong community here in Edmonton. I chose specifically a different colour, and it's 47 on the Dr. Ali. Come and choose.
The chocolates are nice. What is yellow? Not
Again, you just choose whichever. There's Remy Martin, there's Shivers Regal.
Take your prizes. $159 on the orange.
48. No, 43. 43.
Bizim numaraya bak, ona göre çekin.
59.